Hi guys, Chris Lendrum here from strengthphysio.com, and this is part 4 of our 6-part series on how to squat. Today we're going to go through a few techniques, not an exhaustive list of exercises, but a few that are going to help you with your squat positioning. So we're going to go through a few soft tissue mobilizations first, or soft tissue techniques, and then we're going to go through some dynamic flexibility exercises that you can use to improve that hip flexibility. So first thing we're going to do is grab our peanut. Okay, grab our lacrosse ball, and we're going to basically go down onto the floor. I'm going to work the outside of the hip, and we're going to work the inside of the hip. So the first one we're going to do is into the hip flexors and psoas. So basically our bony point here, we want to come from that bony point just inside, just onto between the belly button and the hip bone. Okay, we're going to lie down onto our front, onto that ball. Okay. And then we're going to basically bring the foot into the hand and squeezing the bum, you put pressure through where that ball is, and then we're going to get a little lift of the knee. So we're getting a stretch through the thigh, and we're getting a little release technique where that lacrosse ball is. Again, what we want is a squeeze of the bum. 10-second holds. So you're just doing 10 seconds in that position, relaxing, doing about a minute per side. Then we're going to do the glutes. So we're going to bring the ball onto the mat. We're going to come onto the ball. 2 ways of doing this. You can do this with the leg underneath, which is slightly easier. So basically just rolling around the outside of that hip, just trying to loosen up the soft tissue. Again, exactly what it's affecting, people debate, but we have seen time and time again that this will help people's movement, help people's squatting movement, help people's hip movement. So getting in there and doing like a massage is helpful for that hip mobility. And then foot onto the knee. Okay, so foot onto the knee is the harder version. Okay, again, it's just because it's more body weight through. I've got that ball underneath my bum. I'm just tilted to this side. I'm just massaging through. Spend about a minute doing that one side, a minute doing that other side. So that's our soft tissue technique. Okay guys, next thing we're going to do is go through our hip dynamic stretch, or dynamic hip flexibility stretch. So for this one, we're going to come down into kneeling, press up position, and we're going to step the foot outside the hand. This other knee comes to the floor, and then we're basically going to push down towards the floor with this right hip, stretching that left hip. Again, similar to a squat position. We're going to make sure that the foot stays flat, the foot doesn't slide out to the side. So we're going to keep this foot pointing straight, and we're going to push down, getting that chest nice and high. Okay, so I'll show you that from the front. So again, press up position, stepping the foot up, back foot goes down, and again then foot is straight, knee is out to the side, but I'm not coming onto my foot like this. This foot stays down and I'm opening that knee, which opens up this hip for that squat. Hands forwards and then chest up, pushing this hip down. Okay, so that's a big stretch through that. Again, I'd spend about 1 minute on this side and then 1 minute on the other side, so you're opening up both hips. So that's our soft tissue work for the hips, and then a dynamic hip flexibility exercise to open up those hips to prepare you for the squat. So now we've done our hip mobility, thoracic spine mobility, ankle mobility. Part 5 of the video series is going to be where we go through the motor control. So motor control just means squatting is a skill, so we need to practice that skill in order to get better at it. Yes, we need the mobility in the hips, mobility in the thoracic spine, and mobility of the ankles, but sometimes you can have that mobility and still be squatting poorly, and some of that is just to do with practicing that skill. So what we want to do in the 5th video is go through how to practice a squat. Okay, so I'll see you next time, guys.